Well, guys, I believe it's an understatement when we say that the Joe Biden administration is a failure. It's definitely an understatement. The people that Joe Biden has surrounded himself with to push his agenda, they're there for identity politics. Corinne Jean-Pierre, her only qualifications is that she is black, an immigrant, and a lesbian. That's not qualifications. Pete Buttigieg, he's there strictly because he's a gay man. And that brings us to Rachel Levine. Actually, I believe this person was born Richard Levine. Well, the person now known as Rachel Levine is the Assistant Secretary of Health. This is a biological man that identifies as a woman. And this person wants to push trans propaganda on your children. Folks, there's a video out there, and we're going to check it out, where Levine is actually calling for Big Tech to censor content out there that goes against the leftist narrative. Yes, a government official, because folks, we know that the government loves to do censorship through Big Tech, i.e. the Twitter files. Here we go. Top Biden official push Big Tech to censor misinformation on trans care for minors, video shows. U.S. Assistant Secretary for Health, Rachel Levine, who identifies as a transgender female, advocated for Big Tech censorship of, quote, misinformation related to gender-affirming care, a Surface video shows. Levine, the first transgender federal official to be confirmed by the Senate, and I don't know how that happened, but anyway, has in the past advocated for transgender care of minors, which opponents highlight is often irreversible and damaging to children. Yeah, because some of this stuff, man, if that stuff gets put in your kids, it's irreversible. We're talking about making kids sterile. We're talking about kids when they grow up older, no sex drive. Very, very dangerous stuff, folks. But I'm not surprised that a government official wants to violate First Amendment rights. The government seems to be doing a pretty good job, of violating First Amendment rights. However, even though the Twitter files have actually been out there, I don't believe nothing is going to happen to these government officials that violated your First Amendment rights. They want to push propaganda. And that's Joe Biden's agenda. Joe Biden been on record, hey, chop off the sausage of young kids. That's irreversible if you actually do that, folks. And if you do that, boy, you may have all kind of problems. Anyway, this is from Libs of TikTok. Rachel Levine calls for Big Tech to censor health misinformation impacting gender-affirming care. Says gender-affirming care has a positive value for youth. No, it does not. Because think of this, guys. Let's say you are a biological man and you're into biological women. And you end up meeting this person that is actually a biological man, but identifies as a woman, and you don't know, you can't tell the difference. And then all of a sudden, you guys start to get a little bit heated. And then you find out that this person is not actually a biological female. It could get ugly. But however, to Rachel Levine, hey, positive value for youth. It's dangerous, folks. Let's play this clip here.
So health professionals have a critical role to play. We must continue and to expand their work to address health misinformation directly with their patients. Now, this includes, but it goes beyond COVID-19. So I'd like to just talk briefly about another area of substantial misinformation that is directly impacting health equity in our nation, and that is the health equity of sexual and gender minorities. There is.
Okay. So it sounds like right here, boy, these liberals, man, they definitely want to transition minorities, black kids. Wow. Okay.
Substantial misinformation about gender affirming care for transgender and gender diverse individuals. We are in this nation facing an onslaught of anti-LGBTQI+ actions at the state levels across the United States, and they are dangerous to the public health. The positive value of gender affirming care for youth and adults is not in scientific or medical dispute. So we all need to work together to get our voices out in the front line. We need to get our voices in the public eye. And we know how effective our medical community can be talking to communities, whether it's at town halls, schools, conversations with others. And we need to use our clinicians' voice to collectively advocate for our tech companies to create a healthier, cleaner information environment. During a moment when public trust in our leaders and our information is very challenged, the healthcare worker community, the medical community does, I believe, maintain a high degree of trust, and we have to utilize that, and we have to utilize it effectively.
Well, I will say this. I agree with one thing. We definitely don't have trust in our leaders. And I'm talking about Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy. Yeah. This person, not even hiding it, folks, wants big tech censorship. If you don't want to transition your kid, Rachel/Richard Levine thinks that's a problem. Beijing Biden thinks that's a problem. That's why they're calling parents domestic terrorists. That is Joe Biden right there. But 81 million votes, right? Check this out. Judge dismisses Massachusetts parents' lawsuit over school gender policy, Scholes District. Now, here's the thing, folks. This judge was a Barack Hussein Obama appointee. And the thing is, the school district was actually hiding any type of gender issues from the parent. So I believe that this school is probably grooming the kids to transition, but they were doing that without notifying the parents. And guess what? The judge ruled against the parents. This is an Obama judge. Why am I not surprised by this, guys? Why am I not surprised by this? Parents, they don't want you in charge of your kids. They want the government to be in charge of your kids. I believe, folks, if the left gets their way, they're going to lock up parents. Parents that do not want this to happen to your children. I'm talking to you, even you Democrat parents. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't want that too. But guess what? You guys vote for this. And one day, if you continue to vote the same way, they're going to lock you up if you don't want to transition your children. Think about that. The government, they want the government to be the parents of your children. They don't want you to have a say. And now, Rachel Levine wants Big Tech to violate your constitutional rights. Yeah, that is illegal. Rachel, in quotations, Levine. The government should not be forcing other companies to censor people. My goodness, guys, I'm so furious by this. Let me go ahead and stop right there before I say something I really, really do regret being on the platform that we're actually on. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.